Before we get started on this clip that I'm about to show, we're talking about Whoopi Goldberg apologizes for dangerous Holocaust comments. I've already seen this clip because it's been like like a week or a few days since she's made this comment, and I've never really heard what she had to say. But I'm pretty sure that this was like major overkill. This was honestly ABC's, who's this, ABC? Yeah, ABC's stupidest thing that they could ever do. It's like no one could talk about the Jewish community at all. What she said was not mean, was not anti Semitic, was not anything like that. Like, are you serious? At the end of the day, 6 million Jews still died. Jewish is not a race. I'm sorry. It's just not. It is not a race. But I got this clip from ITV News. Um, I figured, I thought that the comment was gonna be like something crazy, something detrimental to the race. To the Jewish community. Like, what? What? Huh? Here we go. Here go the clip, y'all.
Co-hosts a daytime talk show in the United States. The program's called The View, and in a discussion yesterday, she gave her view of the Holocaust.
The Holocaust isn't about race.
No.
No, it's not about
Maybe
race.
ethnicity.
It's about man's inhumanity to man. But these are two white groups of people.
Well, they
How
were
do we?
after black
but
people
see
too.
them as white
And they were
But you're
after
missing the
homosexuals.
point. You're
Yeah.
missing the point.
Yeah.
The minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other.
The Oscar-winning actress and comedian has since issued an apology. I said the Holocaust is not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man, she posted on Twitter. I should have said it is about both. I stand corrected. The Jewish people around the world, she continued, have always had my support and that will never waver. I'm sorry for the hurt I have caused. 6 million Jewish people were murdered during the Holocaust, a systematic genocide built on death camps and the Nazi regime's belief that the Jews were an inferior race.
What the racist thing is, Jews are vermin because of their blood, because of their DNA. It's impossible the Nazis would go after converts. You know, the Nazis set up, the Nuremberg laws are racial purity laws. So there's no question that what we're dealing here is racism. And I think that Whoopi Goldberg's sense of it is deeply ahistorical and based on a thing that happens in America, I think, where racism is very ring-fenced just for people of colour.
The Jewish rights group, the Anti-Defamation League, has thanked Goldberg for her apology and says it looks forward to working with her to combat ignorance of a horrific crime. Geraint Vincent, ITV News.
Okay. Well, now that I've heard what the guy at near the end has said, I really don't know if that's still really true because, hmm, let's think about that. He said that because Nazis hated the Jews because of their blood. But Nazi, at the end of the day, Nazis didn't want anybody but Nazis, and they had to look a certain way. I'm talking about the not the who they consider to be Nazis. Well, yeah, okay. I guess. I guess. Okay. But it's still, to me, it's just a big religion. Now, if we're talking about like Hebrews, I guess, is that the same? Like, hmm, y'all write down in the comments. What do you think? Is like when people think of Jewish, I think of religion. That's what I think of when I hear, oh, she's Jewish. I think of that as a religious thing. That's how I think of it. I think it's the people that practice the faith and all that other stuff. Y'all within if the Jewish community started off and was like, okay, we are within ourselves. Of course, there will start to look a certain way, but at the end of the day, they're just together by religion, right? Like, hmm, that's a big tough thought. But my black ass don't need to be thinking about it. I'm gonna tell you that either which way, it's about people being cruel to other people. When is that going to end? And it wasn't like she was saying, oh, like some of these people, like with the podcast, be talking about all this other anti-Semitic stuff that are for real, that are with the Nazis and don't care about Jewish people. Like, but they get to still be on. They still get to be on. Like, I think this was too much. I think it was a little bit too much. Like all she needed to do was issue an apology. She shouldn't have to be sat out of anything. If anything, if y'all were really smart, ABC, you would have had a whole your next show should have been just about that and explaining exactly what's going on. Y'all could have brought on some smart people about the Jewish community. You could have told us all this other stuff other than about the Holocaust. We already know what that's all about. But I'm talking about like Jewish people themselves. Like, who are y'all? Why y'all do this? Why y'all do that? How about that? Like, y'all could have had a really good get together moment. If y'all sitting here and keep talking about, oh, they don't like Jewish people because Jewish people are like, what they be saying? Like, they greedy and, like, whatever else they say. I don't pay attention to shit like that. But, because I know that that's not true. And I know that these people are here to try to live and survive and be faithful for the most part in general. Yeah, you got some bad ones out there, but mostly I believe at the stage that everyone is at, everybody is, basically all right, depending on what the hell going on, what's going on in their life during childhood and currently. So I don't get upset about stuff like that. But let's talk about the people that do get upset about stuff like that. Let's talk about the people that don't like these people because of their blood. Like, why is that so common? Why does everybody have to be hated on? Why does people have to be treated like they're nothing for another person to get on top? Like that makes no sense. And then y'all you want to conquer everything, and you can't conquer everything. This planet is not yours. I like Whoopi Goldberg. There are a few things in the past that I've heard that I haven't agreed with. But at the end of the day, what she said wasn't detrimental to the Jewish community to have her sit out for 2 weeks. I'm sorry. It wasn't that strenuous. It wasn't that, it wasn't that hard to hear. It wasn't hard to hear at all because it's true. It's about people treating people like shit. And guess how they want to do that? They want to pick people apart. Oh, you gotta look like this. You gotta look like that. You gotta act like this. Your hair can't be like this. Your hair can't be like that. Like this wasn't a moment to sit her down. It really wasn't. If y'all really was thinking, if y'all was really up to date and serious about this stuff, y'all would have had a really good conversation. Joe Bear Hair could have been there. Y'all could have had like it could have been like serious. You could have sit them other bitches out, and y'all two could have just sat right there and really talked about stuff. Bring on a rabbi, because there's some stuff about Jewish people I don't know. I don't see, I don't understand how they see themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see like when you're looking at movies or you happen to see a guy with the little curly thingies on the side or yarmulke or something like that. And you're like, okay, that's a Jewish dude. But other than that, if you weren't wearing that, if you weren't looking that certain type of way, then I wouldn't know who you were. I wouldn't know who you were. I wouldn't know that person was Jewish. I see both sides of the story. Not that guy kind of went into it like, yeah, but still, it's just another way for people to pick apart people and hurt them for it. And we just gonna glaze over that shit, like, because y'all mad. And because she said it's not about race. That's so stupid to me. Like, this could have been handled a whole lot better. This could have been done a whole lot better, ABC. This could have been, yeah. But y'all thinking with your asses. And then she black. So we know how y'all treat black people. But we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna talk about that though. Because we on this Jewish issue right here. And I rarely go into other people's issues. But to sit her down for that to me was absolutely silly. Y'all could have had like a whole big thing, like a fucking episode about Jewish people. Like, who are they? How they, who are y'all? Like, what y'all be doing? Like, yeah, that could have been a great moment. That could have been a great learning moment to learn about other white people that aren't regular ass white people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, if you weren't dressed that way, if you weren't sitting over here just speaking what's the Jewish language? I guess Jew, Jewish, I guess. I don't know. Hebrew, I guess. If you're not just walking around that, people wouldn't if you had on regular ass clothes, nobody would know that you were Jewish. Nobody would be able to tell that. And if they do tell that, they need their ass beat because they fucking stupid and they nosy and they have absolutely no life. If that's all you can do is berate and belittle people all day, like, who are you? Like, come on. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about this right now. I love Whoopi Goldberg. I think she's wonderful. I have no problem with what she said. Y'all, I didn't even hear. I just played it the first time, and then I came back and replayed it for y'all. But that was the first time I heard the comments. I heard, oh, she sat down because she said something about Jewish folks. I was like, okay, whatever. But now it's just really, it could have been a better moment. It could have been a bigger moment than what y'all put it for. And then y'all need to say that shit for March because Black History Month is for black folks. So I guess we put this on the back burner. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, whoop your shit. Don't be sad. Don't be blue, baby. If you hear this, enjoy your 2 weeks off, please. I don't want you to cry, be upset, be sad. Enjoy your Black History Month, ma'am. I don't think that what you said was horrendous or evil or malintent or anything else like that because it's true. At the end of the day, y'all just fucking trying to find reasons to treat somebody bad. You're trying to find anything to treat somebody differently. You have to be, y'all want to be the oppressors of everything, and y'all can't do that, including religion. You can't do that. That's not your space. That's not your issue. You keep your ass out of other people's business. It absolutely astonishes me when people hate on another person for their religious beliefs. Like, bitch, you don't live with that person. Like, oh my goodness. Like, you don't know who they're praying to, whoever they're praying to. Let them allow them to do that. Like, you're doing too much. Once you start snooping around in other people's um, porches and doors, like, you're the problem. Because 9 times out of 10, you got a whole bunch of problems yourself. Let's just think about the Nazis' ways of thinking in actual science. Like, come on. I could get it that y'all getting over people back in the 40s. I get it. I get it. Y'all were able to get over some folks in the 40s. But y'all know that this blonde hair and this blue eye stuff is recessive. And that's all they wanted. So y'all wanted a bunch of recessive people just because it looked different or it looks exotic. Like, grow up. Everybody's here for an absolute reason. Everybody's worthy of being here. Just leave people alone and let them be. I don't get it. Why is it so hard? I think it's the parasitic uh, frame of mind to where you got to have everything and you're going to end up with absolutely nothing if that is your thoughts. If your thoughts are about you and you only and nobody else but you, you're going to lose because eventually other people are going to matter. Let me get off this thing, y'all. Thank y'all.